Good evening, everyone. Thank you very much, Samantha and Melissa, for inviting me to participate in this very important event. I'm particularly pleased that members of our youth have stepped up and taken a leadership role in this very important time in our history. We rely on the youth to pick up the torch, and I'm so proud of Samantha, Melissa, and what so many others have done. I offer a warm Mi'kmaq welcome to our friends from across Prince Edward Island who have joined with us this evening, as well as others who support our efforts to achieve fairness and dignity for First Nations across the country. At the very roots, that is exactly what Island No More is about. It's about fairness. It's about respect. It's about dignity. It's about decency. It's about honor. For far too long, the Government of Canada has seen fit to conduct its dealings with the First Nations without conveying these basic fundamental principles. And the people of the First Nations are standing up to say that this is no longer acceptable. We join our sisters and our brothers today, and I'm honored as Chief of the Abegweit First Nations to do so. Chief Bernard outlined in her remarks many important points about the heavy-handed approach taken by the Harper government, and I echo those concerns and observations. It is the same top-down, government knows best attitude that has maligned the First Nations for the past 150 years. But what's added to it is that it seems to be a cold, calculated effort to rewrite history and negatively impact our Aboriginal and treaty rights. For Mi'kmaq leaders, this is very concerning. It is equally alarming and troubling for all Canadians as well. I believe that is why movements such as Island No More now include Aboriginal and non-Aboriginals in their unified outrage. Fundamentally, I do believe there are changes that can and should be made that can improve the lives of First Nations communities on and off we do. I would be the first to stand up and say that the status quo has not been delivering a quality lifestyle for most First Nation members. However, until the Government of Canada realizes that we have to be part of the change, that change only works when it comes from those most affected, I hold little hope that positive change can be found. By my nature, I am an optimist. I want to believe that hard work and fairness, we can overcome nation to nation. We can sit down, have an informed conversation, and collectively work on determining what is best for the First Nations. From what I've seen recently, I have grave concerns that we can achieve this because the federal government and the Prime Minister has never demonstrated a desire to include the First Nations in the decision-making process. As your Mi'kmaq leaders, we have been working very hard to find the best way forward. We have joined our Atlantic colleagues in meetings and discussions to learn more about the issues, and we are working closely with many of them to best determine how to proceed. There will be litigation. There will be lawsuits, and we will be part of those lawsuits. You have my word on that. We need everyone to be a part of this. I believe it is very important that all of our community members, Aboriginal and non-Aboriginal, have a firm understanding of what is at stake with these changes in legislation and what impacts it will have on all of us. That is why we will be hosting public information meetings across PEI in the coming weeks. At these meetings, we will outline in detail what exactly Bill C-45 entails, with changes specific to First Nations and their impact on PEI. We will share every bit of information we have now, as well as all the information we will continue to gather. These meetings will provide the opportunity for our community members, as well as all interested islanders, to ask questions and seek clarification on this bill, as well as many other proposed legislative changes that are being thrust upon us. We are in the process of determining the dates and locations for these meetings. Since becoming Chief of Abegweit, I've been a strong advocate and proponent of community outreach. These changes will have a fundamental impact on each and every one of us, and it will also impact generations to come. We all need to be armed with the proper information, and we all need to be consulted on how we best determine the road forward. Before I bring my remarks to a close, I want to offer a heartfelt thanks to the organizers of today's event. I'm proud that we are united and focused. I'm very honored to stand shoulder to shoulder with you. I'm very determined to do everything within my power to challenge these changes. Since day one, I've been committed to working very hard every day to improve the lives of the people in my community and will continue to do so. Thank you very much, Valaliya.